Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Black Mirror 3. So I had to look at the walkthrough yet again. Supposedly this will work with this. The cable clamps that we found last recording will work with the wood shaft to merge.
I've attached the clamps to the stick. In theory, you could now attach even more stuff to it.
And so then that lets us use this cast iron M to this, which then gives us like a hook.
Excellent. I now have a sort of grappling hook.
Which is what we needed to the greenhouse. Wait, let's see if we can just use the walking map to get there faster. Let's see, greenhouse, double click that. And that was a little faster. Still didn't quite get us where we are. There was also something I forgot to do in Lady Victoria's room according to the walkthrough, but I don't think actually matters any. We're still looking for money to pay the workers so that maybe they'll clear out some areas and I could, I guess, maybe find the last two remaining Minhar rocks.
I'll need to use all my skill here, otherwise it's gonna fall off the ledge.
That's a pointless line of dialogue because that whole thing was just animated.
Got it.
Like, did you really need an audio statement?
A black plastic case. Let's see what's in it.
We open it up.
10-pound note, a bottle of wine, and a notebook. Maybe it could tell me something about the owner.
So there was nothing, no large pile of cash in there.
Aha. Here on the first page it says, Henry Stanton. What did our Henry write about then? Well, that's interesting. He appears to have been some kind of informant. At least, he recorded everything meticulously when he saw any castle residents in the tea room. 3 o'clock p.m. Tea time ends. Victoria forgets to close the horse again. 3:15 p.m. Bates checks the lock. Note, the key is hidden at Old Durgham Gordon. 4 o'clock p.m. Tea room empty. Use the opportunity. 4:30 p.m. Visit of Dr. Herman.
So does that mean he did use the opportunity or use the opportunity question mark? So there's something hidden in the tea room.
And it goes on in the same vein. And here's a drawing of a horse.
So now we have to get back to the tea room and hope that that's all we need to do. But I guess all I can do is get to the castle hall, which is still slightly helpful.
This is the horse Henry described in his notes.
So there's a way to open this. Didn't we open this before?
So, Fury, where's your secret?
Let's see, what can we click on? We have a suspicious spot, marks, and holes.
Am I just imagining it, or are those actually scuff marks? Well, if that's not a button... 7 small holes all next to each other. These could be used for ventilation if any of Mordred's colleagues are living in there. But it kinda looks like you put something into them.
So we've got toothpicks, which probably work with the holes.
The toothpicks fit perfectly, but somehow I get the feeling there's more to it than this. nothing's happening.
And I don't think there's anything else to click on here. Also, there's nothing we can do with the clock. So this black stain is probably where the image was, the painting. And so I need to go back up into the room where all the
marks?
paintings
Looks
are.
like mildew. Ugh, not that healthy.
So back up here to figure out where to put the toothpicks to open this section that maybe has some money in it. It's odd that in a game that is focused around magic and family curses and all of this, the biggest concern is just finding money to pay the repairman. I need to look at these paintings.
Let's see. Maybe this Durgam Gordon is here somewhere. Looks like there's no Durgam Gordon among these. The only names are Lillian, Garma, and Lothar Gordon. The other pictures just have the year. If I knew which one of them had lived when, then I could narrow down the choice.
Which means I need to come back here, fast travel here, go back this way to the library, and look at the family tree. Well, at least right now the puzzles are kind of obvious and realistic.
Durgam Gordon. Let's see. Ah, this is him. Married to Lillian Gordon.
The other thing that could have happened there that would have been funny is if it turned out it was this dog. But I'm fairly certain that's not going to be the case. So we're back up here. Back to look at the paintings again.
Lillian Gordon was Durgam's wife. Her portrait was painted in 1662. Here's one dated 1659. It could be Durgam.
Did I actually pick up that other photo?
I can't make anything out at first glance. There's nothing unusual on the back either.
Let's see.
This must be the portrait of Durgam Gordon.
And do I have anything that would deface this horribly? Bucket with that. I'll just try every single item and see if any of it. See, I think this brush here is supposed to be a hint, but I don't know. And we didn't pick up that other painting, did we? No, he just moved out of the way. There's nothing else here, so let's get out of this room. I think we're gonna have to find ourselves the white paint in the hallway and use that, I think. To the corridor we go. So in Victoria's room, if we just quickly walk in here, apparently I can look at this equipment.
This is the monitoring equipment and medication Victoria used. Shouldn't Miss Antolini have taken these away with her? Or is someone else from the diocese coming to collect them? Looks like I'll have to take care of it.
And yeah, that didn't connect with anything. Now, something did just flash there, so there is an item that interacts with the jewelry box in my inventory. But what was it? I don't see it now. I was spinning so fast. Maybe it was nothing. Okay. Let's get out of here. I guess we could look in the jewelry box to see if maybe there's a key that makes more sense.
This is Victoria's jewelry. Rings, necklaces, and earrings.
So we're still not to that point. But this paint and the globe.
A massive block of stone with a secret compartment, but there's nothing in it. I'd already discovered it before the castle fire.
Then why can I still click on it and use items with it? Oh man, and I only looked at the walkthrough far enough to get to this point. There's gotta be something here. I'm just like lost immediately again. Something that's no thicker than a toothpick. Yeah, we got that part.
I can't make anything out at first glance. There's nothing unusual on the back either.
Oh, there's a part of the frame here.
A piece of frame seems to be loose here. Maybe it got broken in transit.
Let's see. Cavity in the frame. Alright, so are we supposed to use the toothpicks with the cavity in the frame? Or that?
The toothpicks can be pushed about 2 centimeters into the holes, but that alone won't help me. It doesn't look like the piece just broke off accidentally. It was sawed off. What's this? There are 7 small holes here, just like on the stone plinth.
Well, I almost missed that. And this game has got me
The holes vary in depth.
so frustrated at this point. It's just like I'm ready to give up and look at a walkthrough after 5 minutes.
I'll break the toothpicks off at all the same length, and then put them in the holes in the piece of frame. That way I'll have a copy of the key.
Okay, that worked. Not sure I would have done it quite like that, but I think that's all I needed to do. Now, it's quicker to do this, go back to the hall this way, and then click here.
This is the horse Henry described in his notes. This is the horse Henry described.
Click on the right thing and I'll be able to solve this. Yeah, I really have only spent like a few minutes, maybe an hour at this point in Black Mirror Castle, and I'm already done with it because I've spent 2 other games wandering around the castle.
There you go. It fits. I heard a clicking sound. Ha! That's it.
And cash.
Oh, there must be thousands of pounds in here. No one had better know about this. The inspector would have a field day. I'll just take a few bills with me as payment for the useful Mr. Gregg.
So some modern cash. Looks like there's also a letter.
Wow, a really ancient letter from Mordred's time, with a coat of arms and a seal. Looks like it was from a king. The letter is from a scribe of Pope Innocent III. It contains instructions for further procedure in terms of the incident with Mordred. Letter from the Holy Father Pope Innocent III.
Why is
to
it not
the
in
faithful
Latin?
follower Lord Marcus Gordon, Duke of Blackmere. Esteemed Lord Marcus Gordon, I am writing in great anguish concerning the developments in the case of Mordred. My instructions regarding further modi operandi
No subtitles right now.
carried out immediately as follows. Firstly, I demand the utmost secrecy and the sealing of all entrances to the ritual room. Furthermore, an academy will be established to conduct more thorough research into the possibilities for the 5 small portals. Concerning the large portal,
5?
all records and documentation are to be sent to the Vatican immediately, as the very foundations of Christendom would be shaken should its existence become generally known. Any talk, thoughts, or writings regarding the Shade Portal shall be deemed an act of heresy and shall be punished in accordance with the rules of the Fourth Lateran Council. Therefore, until the papal revocation to decree otherwise, the Gordons are henceforth responsible for ensuring that no one comes too close to the Shade Portal. With great faith in you and unending trust in God, I send you my apostolic blessing from the Vatican, 29 Septembris 1213, on the feast day of the Holy Archangel Michael, Innocent III, formed from the earth, conceived in sin, born to be punished. Should man commit an evil act that is forbidden, a shameful act that ill behooves him, a vain act that is of no use, he shall in the end become fuel for
Too
the
much
fire,
talking.
food for the worms, and a heap of putrefaction. De miseria conditionis humanae, on the misery of the human condition.
This is way too much text. If you can't read this because of the font, you're really messed up if you're also deaf. Because no subtitles popped up during any of that.
Someone has written something on the back, but the writing doesn't look as old as on the front. The menhir in the hall must be hidden. The menhirs that stand around the castle seem to be directly connected with the demon gates. I wonder if that's what Victoria was trying to tell me before she died.
Demon gates?
I'll close the
Shade
safe
gates?
again, just in case.
Which one? Which one is it? Alright. So, if I find the menhir in the hall, that's good and all, but that only puts me at 5. I need 6. And see, I tried to do this before and the game said no.
Yes, of course. They built the castle around a menhir. They probably carved the foundation stone directly out of the menhir when it had to be hidden. I'll mark it on my map.
We've seen, like, 2 portals. If there's 1 large portal and 5 small ones, they certainly were planning for
a massive block of stone with a secret compartment, but there's nothing in it. I'd already discovered it before the castle fire.
Yeah, they must have been planning on doing 2 more games.
The globe is metal. I can't see a weld seam. I wonder how they got it through the door.
Okay. So what's our next goal? I guess we just are gonna go pay the workers, and maybe by paying the workers that's gonna tick the checkbox and let us leave this area and focus on some other things in some other places. Give the money to Gregory.
I think that'll be enough to start with.
Yep, that looks good.
Are you gonna continue working now?
That depends. Have you got anything for me?
Okay. So I can talk about the cellar and the medical equipment And then I can tell him to renovate any area I want.
The medical equipment in Victoria's room, is it gonna be picked up at some point?
I suppose so. I bet they aren't cheap. I'm sure the diocese will come for them.
So do I want to go in the cellar? Or do I want to fix other parts of the building? Let's go with the cellar.
There's no light in the cellar.
Oh no, it's going to stay like that for the time being. The water used to put out the fire flooded the whole cellar, and there are electrical wires all over. Much too dangerous.
Okay, so he won't do anything with that. So renovate the hall, the kitchen, the facade, the... Oh, I can ask him about work. Let's ask him about work.
What can you do?
Well, everything you have to as a handyman here in the village. Wallpaper, paint, lay floorboards, bit of wiring.
I'm sure we'll find something.
Alright, so let's tell him to renovate the tea room because there's a black mold mark in the tea room. And that seems like that might be what we're supposed to do. I can't imagine that there really is anything in the kitchen. I really can't imagine that there's too much in the hall. And I don't know what the facade being fixed would do.
The tea room.
Finished it yesterday.
And why is there a huge moldy patch on it?
There was water in the walls from the fire. I dried out everything professionally before I put the wallpaper up.
Can't have been that professional. It's back again.
Then I'll have to order a tin of X-mold.
That won't come before next week, right?
Well, I can see you're an optimist.
So he's gonna give me some BS for every place. I guess I'll just go through them all.
The banister in the hall could be replaced.
The carpenter's doing that already, but it's going to take a few weeks until it's finished.
The kitchen looks like crap. When's it gonna be tidied up?
As soon as we get more jacks. At the moment, the roof would fall on your head if you did anything in there.
The facade could do with having the soot removed from it. I'm sure you've got a brush somewhere.
Yes, it's just... Miss Antolini said the facade wasn't that important.
Do I look like Miss Antolini?
All right, Adrian. I'll get to work.
And from now on, it's Sir Adrian, if you will.
Sir Adrian. See, now, this is how Samuel Gordon treated a lot of people, too.
Who could that be?
But, he probably
Hello?
deserved it, too.
Oh, hello, Dr. Winterbottom. How are you?
Hello, Adrian. That's just what I wanted to ask you.
Everything's okay so far, thanks.
You're already 5 minutes late for our hypnotherapy session. I had some other appointments and really don't want to have to move them.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'll be there as soon as I can.
All right. See you soon, Adrian.
So, yeah, literally, I just checked off a box, and the game puts us in these cutscenes where we have no control.
There were stars right in the middle of the hole in the ground.
What kind of hole? The hole Angelina fell into?
Yeah, and when I looked around, at first I couldn't see anything, only blackness. And then I saw something in the darkness. Small, flickering points of light. Until I realized that they were stars and they were shining there beneath the ground.
Well, that's a beautiful image.
They were laid out like a constellation.
Which constellation?
I don't know. Apart from Ursa Minor and Ursa Major, I don't recognize any of them.
Well, I think I do. Draw the stars for me again, Adrian. Maybe I can match them to the right constellation.
So, did his sister
Constellations generally
Angelina
represent mythological figures.
fall through a
Maybe
portal?
that has some significance here.
And that's how Mordred
It looks
infected
a little
her.
like the Corona Borealis, the Northern Crown. But this is made up of 7 stars, not 6. The Northern Crown is also open at the top, seen from the Northern Hemisphere. So, it depends on where you're looking at it from. The Corona Australis, the Southern Crown, is open at the bottom, which could also fit here, judging from the shape. But it has more stars, namely 11, if you count the binary stars as 1. Are you sure that there's nothing missing from your drawing?
Yeah, quite sure. 6 stars. It looked exactly like that.
And I can't help you any further. I don't know of any constellation which looks like that.
Well, never mind. It may not mean anything at all.
Perhaps.
It's the 6
But if it's
stones,
important
obviously.
to you, then it will be revealed sooner or later, Adrian. You can be sure of that. And how are you otherwise? I mean, as the brand new lord of the manor.
Weird, I guess. Everything seems so surreal. I mean, I've spent my whole life in Boston as Darren. And now I'm here calling myself the Last Gordon. And sitting all alone in a half-burned down castle full of ghosts. It's lucky the construction guys are there. Otherwise, I'd soon be getting the feeling that I was a ghost myself.
I'm still here too, Adrian. You aren't all alone. Did you have the chance to say goodbye to your great-grandmother?
Yes. That was good. She gave me a few things to take with me as I follow my destiny.
May I ask what her last words to you were?
She told me how I can find peace in my soul. I shouldn't go down the same route as my father, but go to the bitter end and start at the Menhirs.
At the Menhirs?
That's what she kept repeating. At the Menhirs, at the Menhirs. They seem incredibly important.
Then
You shouldn't be telling her
take
this.
note of her advice.
I think the doctor is dying,
I'd better take the drawing with me.
and
Perhaps
that's
I'll have
why
some use
she
for it.
has like lung cancer from all the smoking. They mentioned Ursa Major and Ursa Minor, which would be 2 bear constellations.
I wonder if the record of our discussions will end up in there.
Let's see, can I put anything in the waste bin? That would be interesting. So the psychic said make room for the bears. And I guess we're supposed to walk out of here and see if anything's happened.
Oh, Mr. Michaels, it's good you're here. I wanted to come and see you.
See me? Why? Has someone else been murdered?
That's not entirely clear yet, but there has been a death at your castle on your estate.
What? You're kidding, Zach.
That's something I would never do, Mr. Michaels. Please, accompany me to the castle. The inspector would like to talk to you.
I'm coming.
It looks like the museum might be open now, too.
Here, come and look, see? That's the place. That's where Gregory was killed. But they have already taken him away.
Right by a stone skull.
There's nothing more to do here.
I take it the inspector wants to talk to me, Zach?
Mm-hmm.
And he's gone ahead and is waiting for me in the castle, right?
It would appear so.
So we have a bottle. We have an accident site. We have a canister and the hammer drill and Steve.
Is this the stuff Greg wanted to use to clean the facade?
I'll use that to clean the statue in the
It's
garden.
an industrial cleaner. I've only seen as many warning notices as this on bottles of acid. I'll take it. And the brush as well. There sure is enough cleaning to do around here.
Seems pretty obvious that I very possibly did kill him, but I don't know how I would have done it if I was at the therapy session.
Blood. Greg's blood. I just can't believe he's dead. Killed by a skull. Unbelievable. And what's this here? Black mildew? Strange. I always thought mildew grew in dark and airless places. Funny to find it growing here in this well-ventilated spot. The castle really seems to be slowly decaying. It's high time it was renovated. An even better idea would be to fumigate it thoroughly.
Let's look at the canister.
I should talk to Steve first before I borrow his stuff.
Let's go talk to Steve. It's funny that they would let him near the crime scene to contaminate it potentially.
Steve.
Yeah?
Can you tell me exactly how the accident happened?
The stone skull from up there hit Greg.
Yes, I thought so. But how could that happen?
I don't know. Greg was on his own out here. He was going to clean the facade, like you said. Perhaps he took a break for a little pee, and when he was walking under the skull, bang!
I guess the ancient stone had been weakened by the fire. It just broke off. Maybe the vibrations of the drill shook the wall, and then the loose chunks simply fell down.
You can tell yourself that if you like, but if you ask me, nothing happens here just like that. This castle is jinxed, and everyone knows it. The walls are alive. When we bricked up holes, they were there again the next day. And it was just like that with the skull. It was just waiting for someone to stand under it before it fell down. That's how I see it. Please don't be offended, sir. But I don't want to be next.
What does that mean, Steve? Are you quitting?
Yeah. I'm sorry, sir, but I should have listened to my wife. She didn't want me to work in.
They should have been wearing hard hats.
Better to work for Murray without paid breaks than in the Black Mirror Castle without a head. That's what she said. And I should have listened to her.
Steve, please, wait.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. And if I may give you some advice, find someone to buy the castle off you. Some rich acquaintances of yours from America. And until then, don't stand still under a stone skull.
Yeah, I guess if you can't sell that house, you could potentially lease it. Oh.
I don't know what this thing is called.
There's a lot of,
Steve has
I
used
think,
it to drill
castles
deep
in the
holes in
UK
stone. It's big,
that
heavy,
actually
and makes a
can't be
terrible
sold.
noise. Tim Taylor
They're
would say,
leased instead.
A real man's toy.
It has a gas motor, but the gauge says the tank's empty.
Okay, so I can get some gas for the hammer drill at some point.
There's a whole load of gas cans here, all empty. That's a shame. But I'll take one with me. I may be able to fill it up somewhere.
So we know where the gas is. But boy, does this seem like we're just going in circles. Look at how many ridiculously long lists of items we have. And every time we get a new thing to do, it kind of doesn't have anything to do with the initial goal or the final goal. It's just a side quest after side quest after side quest. Oh man, where are we? We are at 18 now. Save slot 18 of 30-minute episodes, which puts us at 9 hours. And when I looked at the walkthrough about 30 minutes ago, I was only halfway through the walkthrough page. So this could easily be a 20-hour game. It could just stretch itself on for that long. Anyways, it's been another episode. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to support me, you can support me through Patreon or friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.